All right, so we got a pretty big project on our hands. And as you can see, the bottom fabric off of this section of the couch completely disintegrated and fell off. And it just literally just melts away. You touch it, it just crumbles. So we're going to replace it with a new one that looks like this. So they come in different sizes. So this one here is commercial grade, easy to install, multi-purpose, perfect fit. So yeah, we got the 60-inch by 3 yards, which I think is bigger than we need, but that's okay. Better have a little extra than not enough. And yeah, it appears to be really good, same kind of quality fabric. So we are going to need some tools. So I got this nice little set here from Black Zero. We got a stapler and some scissors. So I need to take these legs off as the fabric goes underneath. And also I need to decide what I'm going to do with all of this staples here, either to clean them up or just kind of knock them in a bit with the hammer, and we'll just put our new ones on top. And as you guys can see, there are a ton of them all the way around. All right, so I got the little feet off, and I tried to take these staples out, but they are embedded in there very well, and they break every time I try to take it out, so they're very hard to pull out. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of tap them down, the high points, and then clean up some of this because it just disintegrates as you touch it. Maybe grab a vacuum, and as I'm touching it, vacuum it. But yeah, it's kind of messy and just kind of unbelievable how this material just disintegrates. So I'm going to clean all this up, and then after that, we'll start installing the new fabric. All right, so I got everything cleaned up pretty well. I just knocked all of these staples down and then took a vacuum and vacuumed all the mess around, and it actually cleaned up pretty nicely. I got our new fabric underneath. So on the front here, so whatever the front of your couch is, you're going to line up the straight edge to it. And on the sides, or at least one of the sides here, you want to go over where you need to go a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in like this and then staple it straight here. You want to start from the middle, and our middle is right here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to line up this fabric after we know our ends are good. We have plenty on at least one side, because that side's going to be too long. We'll have to cut it. But yeah, once we're good, we're going to line up the center here and put one staple in there. That way we're confident of how much we need to cut, which will cut off about couple inches here over our line. That way we can fold it around, or it doesn't have to be a couple inches, it could be like an inch or an inch and a half or so. Yeah, and then after that it's just going to be all about, you know, stretching this thing out so it doesn't have wrinkles. And probably the best way to do that would be start from the middle and kind of staple like this, and then to the other side. So as you go, you kind of stretch it out, and hopefully that'll be pretty straight. All right, so we're making some progress. This stapler that I got is not that good, or this wood is too hard. The staples kind of don't want to go in straight, but yeah, definitely make sure you get a good stapler. Maybe I should have also got black staples, if that's even available. But in any case, I went ahead and cut it all around. So you just cut over a little bit. That way you can fold the edge, you know, and make it nice. This is my first time doing it, and it's definitely not easy. Mostly staples is the issue right now. And actually also the material is quite fragile. So if you pull it or kind of, you know, put a hole in it, it tears quite easily. So even though it seems pretty good, you still have to be quite careful with it. All right, so I'm making reasonable progress. I kind of put these in so I can see where they go. And then our feet will just screw right in. Staples are not going in good. And you guys can see that it's not perfect. I think I can kind of stretch it out. So this side is kind of done. I will need more staples to kind of, you know, pull it all apart. But so far, actually not too bad and turning out okay. So I just need to do that side. Staple it all up nicely all around. Put our brackets in. I'll probably do that while I'm over there where I can see where they all go. And as simple as that, which is not that simple, it'll look really nice underneath. All right, so I'm finally done and got the staples all over it. So it doesn't look perfect, but it does look pretty good. Depends on where you're looking from. There's a few creases here and there, and it looks worse in certain angles than others. But overall, it actually looks pretty good. And if we get a lower look here, you guys can see, actually looks pretty good. So yeah, I definitely don't like these silver staples, as they don't make it look good at all. So definitely get black staples. The last thing we need to do is install all of our hardware. So just got to poke a hole through there, screw these back in, and then screw these bolts in the corners. And then there's a couple legs here, and that's basically it. Another update here. So I couldn't take the silver staples, so I got some paint, black paint, like a matte, and I went over every staple and kind of tapped it a bit, and now they're pretty much camouflage and don't stick out like sore thumbs, and it does look much better. So yeah, again, not an easy project, but possible, as you guys can see. I don't think I did that great of a job. Probably would do a few things a little different my second time around, but you know, being the first try here, it don't look too bad, and actually pretty happy with the results.